This is Full Sail University, building number 4 in Winter Park, Florida, near Orlando. This is the home of WWE Tough Enough. State-of-the-art facility inside building 4, where every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the USA Network, you can see live WWE Tough Enough. Full Sail University also has NXT Wrestling, which they broadcast from the other state-of-the-art facility called Full Sail Live. So Full Sail University is very active with WWE, and now they've added WWE Tough Enough to the resume. We'll get a chance to talk to ZZ, Patrick, and Sara Lee, 3 of the contestants vying for that chance to become a WWE superstar, WWE diva. One man, one woman will win the competition. So check out WWE Tough Enough, 8 p.m. Tuesdays on the USA Network. And let's take a look at what ZZ, Patrick, and Sara Lee had to say. You seen him, he's the man. That's ZZ from WWE Tough Enough. See that 8 o'clock Tuesdays on the USA Network. ZZ, just what's this experience been like so far for you?
You know, I mean, I've been here and I never left my house before, so it's totally brand new, and I push my body and my mind to limits I never reached before, and it's all in goodwill because the reason I'm here is a really good one. What
made you decide to do this?
WWE and WWE Network is a global span of connections with people, and I want to change the world, and for one person to do that, I needed to come here to put myself on a platform to spread the message.
ZZ, what's your background? Do you have an athletic background? What are some of the things you've done growing up?
I played 4 years high school football, I played 1 year college, and I wrestle alligators for a living. So I'm not really a fast-paced fellow. I'm really slow, but you know, at the end of the day, it's going to get done.
So what's the biggest alligator you've ever wrestled?
14 foot. In fact, he bit me in my hand here. 3 teeth went through my hand, and 2 teeth came out the bottom, and the 3 teeth in the middle of the 3 teeth that went through my hand.
But it still kept you going?
Yeah, it's just a little tickle.
So being that you're in Tough Enough and you went through the experience with the alligator, how does that compare to being on the show?
It don't compare at all. You know, that's really bad, and Tough Enough is not, it's really tough. It's a fast pace. It's all about cardio and strength combined, and as far as, like, I'm really strong. I don't have any cardio, but I'm hoping to work on that. Alligators, that's home. That's home to me. It's not really a big deal.
What has the family thought of you being on Tough Enough?
My family, they're 100% behind me, and you know, it's not just my immediate family, it's my family throughout Louisiana. You don't have to be blood related to be family. Family is anything that you do for anybody and they do stuff for you in return. That's family. So as far as the entire South, that's one big family of mine.
How has this experience resonated with you? Fans are now seeing you, they're seeing what you're about, they seem to like you. Just how does that make you feel and what you've been doing here?
You know, to see the fans give me that kind of reaction no matter where I go, it's an amazing feeling. And to look down at children and look up to you as a role model and see that they have a smile from ear to ear and you can't wipe it off their face with grandma's soap, it's amazing. And I know that there's no way I'm going to pay them back unless I get in that ring.
And last question for you, what has been the most surprising thing about being involved in Tough Enough?
The most surprising thing about being here is the way the people react to me. I never once thought that I'd come out of a bayou in southern Louisiana and get the reaction from the world that I'm getting now. It's really an amazing feeling.
And I got to ask you one last thing, even though I said last question. What do you have here? What are you wearing on your neck and all? And I see the gator emblem too.
This is a gold
Is this
gator.
The one that bit you?
Nah, this is one that my grandpa left behind to my mom, and my mom gave it to me, so it's just like a good luck charm. And these 3 teeth are sentimental value. One on the left comes from my dad, 3 in the middle been through my hand, and the one on the right comes from my uncle. It's all family-based, man.
That's nice, ZZ. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tough Enough, WWE's Tough Show. This is Patrick. He's doing a great job so far on the show. You can see it at 8 p.m. USA Network Tuesday nights. Patrick, you're a fan of wrestling. We
Yes.
know that by watching the show and all. Who are some of the ones that you liked growing up? Why did you get involved and like wrestling so much?
All right, so quick story. When I was 2 years old, my father was taken from me. So as a way to cope, I was watching TV and I needed something more filling than just cartoons. So I got into the professional wrestling. And some of the guys that really stood out to me were The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Triple H, and The Rock. But throughout my years of learning the business, I love the 1980s.
What made you decide, hey, Tough Enough, I'm going to take a chance at this, I'm going to go for it?
I started independent wrestling about a year ago and started training there, and the opportunity presented itself. So I thought there's no better way, there's no better way to fail than not try at all. So I decided to try with Tough Enough, and here I am.
Do you think you have an advantage because you have a little bit of a wrestling background and a knowledge of it?
As far as the in-ring skill goes into this competition, I definitely believe I have an advantage over the rest of my competitors. But as far as the psychology, the character, and the promos, I have a lot to learn.
What has it been like when you're there and you've got Daniel Bryan, Hulk Hogan, Paige, you've got Lita, Booker T, Kip, Billy Gunn,
Yeah.
and they're all there, and being a fan, how overwhelming was that at first, and have you gotten used to it?
It was extremely overwhelming at first, being able to see the very people that you watched growing up stand in front of you, and now they're critiquing you. I've gotten used to it definitely over the last month, and it's definitely a learning process, being able to separate that fan from professional.
Now, last time you won the promo competition, but Hulk Hogan called you out a little bit, wanted to see more character. He actually called you a smart mark.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, that was Hulk's way of just trying to get you to do more? How did you take what Hulk said to you?
Everything, all the critique that I take, it's definitely me taking it and trying to better myself. So Hulk Hogan did call me a smart mark because he wanted to light that fire underneath of me, because he wants to see a different character out of Patrick Clark.
Patrick, what's your background? Did you play any sports growing up? Where did you grow up to?
I grew up in Northeast Washington, D.C. I moved to Temple Hills, Maryland at the age of 10. I attended Forestville Military Academy in PG County, and I was an amateur wrestler there my junior and senior year.
What does the family think about you and what you're doing now?
My family is very supportive of me. They know that this is what I wanted to do as a young boy, so now that I'm finally doing it and I'm developing as not only a man but a dreamer, if you will, they're very supportive of that.
Patrick, do you have education? Do you have any degree or anything like that?
I don't have a degree yet, but before I came down here for Tough Enough, I was enrolled at Bowie State University, majoring in sport management.
And that's that area, I think, is a big baseball area, too.
Yes, Bowie Bay Sox.
There you go. And then lastly, Patrick, what have you thought about the competition? Has anything surprised you about being involved in this? Because you're coming into this and no one knows really what to expect.
Yeah. As far as the Tough Enough competition goes, I was definitely surprised because I thought it was going to be more in-ring training, but figuring out that everything's a life lesson, and we use the challenges that we go through on a daily basis, weekly, to help promote those life lessons.
And I know I said lastly, but I'm going to throw one more at you here. Do you know if we've ever found that belt that was lost in the lake?
Actually, I believe The Miz on one Tough Talk, he brought the championship back out to Darian's shoulder.
And that's a good thing.
Of course, yeah. Never want to leave that in the sea.
Patrick, thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Jim.
WWE Tough Enough, you can see it Tuesdays, 8 p.m. on the USA Network. And one of the darlings of Tough Enough, Sara Lee, is here. Sara, what so far, how's this experience been for you? What have you learned from it, and what are you planning to get out of it still?
I've learned a lot so far. It's definitely been eye-opening for me. I've never done anything like this before. I just made my video to come down here. Never in a million years thought that I'd actually get picked because I just come from a really small town in Michigan. So then I got the phone call. I thought somebody was messing with me. But I've been able to come down here. I've learned so much so far in the ring, just being in front of the camera. I've never done anything like that before either. So met a lot of interesting people, so learned a lot of worldly things from them. So it's been really fun so far.
I want to ask you, too, then, a little more in depth, because then what's it like for you? You see this is going on, that you can participate in this, and just going through your mind, what was going through your mind to say, hey, I'm going to give this a chance?
Well, my mom, my whole family, because I watched WWE and like nobody else in my family did, so I was always crazy Sarah that liked wrestling. So I saw that they were bringing back Tough Enough because I've been a fan for like the last 5 years or so. I'm more of a recent fan. So then I saw they were bringing it back. I was like, oh, I have to make my video and send it in. And then my family has supported me ever since. They were like, oh, there's, you know, they kind of laughed at me, but they still supported me, and so when I got picked, it was really awesome.
You said that you thought someone was messing with you when they called.
Yeah.
So when did the reality hit that this was happening?
Oh gosh, when I was on the plane down here, I think, because I was at work when I got the call too, so I still had to go back to work and be like normal afterwards. I was like, ah. So yeah, yep, it still seems surreal sometimes. Like when we went to Raw and everything, I'm like, is this real life?
Being that you were at Raw too, what was that whole experience like?
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. The last time I went to Raw in Michigan, I actually bought tickets off like StubHub, and they turned out to be fake. So when we got there, we had to just buy tickets that they had left. So it was literally the very top row. And then they told us we were going to Raw, and I was so excited because then we got to go backstage and experience it firsthand. It was just night and day. It's definitely
totally different from being up right in the seats and stuff like that. And now you're like, hey, everyone's watching you.
Yeah, it was so awesome. All the superstars were back there. They were all so nice.
For you, what is it like? What has it been like for social media? And just how has that thing exploded for you since you've been on this show?
Oh gosh, yeah. Before I had like 300, 400 followers maybe, and now I have like 20,000. It's insane. It's just, I love talking to my fans on there. It's kind of funny that people want to talk to me, and you know, I like being.
Because that's something you're not used to.
No, not at all. Because it was me before I came down here. You know what I mean? I'd be tweeting to my superstar or whatever. So it's just really awesome to kind of connect with them in that way.
Who are some of the ones that you enjoy watching?
Oh gosh, I always get asked this, and then it goes on and on and on. I really like Natalia. You'll see her later on this episode today. I really like AJ Lee too. The guys, I like Brock Lesnar. I really like Neville, who just came out. All sorts.
Now, it's interesting you mentioned Brock, because Brock is totally opposite of Sara Lee.
Yeah, everybody always laughs. I like the Wyatt family too, and everybody's like, what? I see, I'm not just nice. I do have something underneath, so stay tuned.
How does that feel for you, though, and them trying to bring it out? Because, again, like even on last week's episode, they said, like, Paige and Chris Jericho, it's not like everyone's just trying to dump on you. They really just want to see you bring it out. But you got very emotional in the last episode.
I held it in until we weren't in like the ring or in a public place, you know what I mean? Because I still want to respect them. I know they're there just trying to help me. So I'm going to keep it in and just take everything they say and keep building and learning from there. So.
What did family and friends thought when you told them, hey, guess what? I'm going down to Orlando for this.
Everybody, my mom, I called her and she told me to shut up because she didn't believe me. And everybody always laughs and like, it would happen to you because I'm just kind of weird and, you know, something like this would never happen to anybody else. And so it's been awesome.
Lastly, what are you taking from this whole experience, and just whatever happens for you, what is it going to mean for you going forward from here?
Going forward from here, I'm hoping, at least being on here, I'm going to keep pursuing a wrestling career after I win. I'll keep developing, learning, developing my ring skills, my promo skills, you know, just taking everything they say, like from our coaches, the judges, just keep learning the whole time, never give up no matter what they throw at you.
So we're going to say go Big Blue?
Go green.
You're going Spartans.
Yeah.
There you go.
State.
That's okay. No, that's okay then, MSU. Go Spartans. Go.
Do you like Michigan?
Yeah, a little bit. So that's okay. No, it doesn't matter. Okay.
That's funny.
Sara Lee, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Fans are already lining up outside of Building 4 here at Full Sail University for the broadcast live of WWE Tough Enough, which is 8 p.m. Tuesdays on the USA Network. Fans arrived at 5 o'clock to get their wristbands and then came back for 7 o'clock, and now are waiting to go inside the building where the state-of-the-art set is housed. Full Sail University also hosts Full Sail Live, which has WWE NXT on the WWE Network. So Full Sail University, very involved with WWE. It's a very good relationship they have. And tonight, it's WWE Tough Enough.